Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Mustang Field, where we are here in the top of the fifth inning. It took us this long to figure out all of the video equipment, but we are working through this as kind of a trial and error as we try to bring you more and more of our spring sports action. So you'll get 2.5 innings today, and hopefully as we move into the rest of the season, you'll get more and more of our baseball, softball, lacrosse, flag football, and boys volleyball action. Again, we're going to bring you as much live streaming as we can. And while we took 5 innings to figure it out today, the lessons that we've learned will help us to get it together faster in future games. There we have Higgins walks to first. Next at the plate for the Eagles, first baseman, number 23, Joseph Simmons. Now on the pitcher's mound for the Mustangs, number 7, Arnulfo Martinez. And once again at the plate for Edgewater, first baseman, number 23, Joseph Simmons. And after opening with a couple of strikes, Martinez's third and fourth pitches are low and outside, making it a 2-2 count as we bring you Varsity baseball action here from Mustang Field on a cool and breezy Tuesday afternoon here in early March. We had a cold front come through today, dropped the temperature significantly, but weather cleared up nicely in preparation for today's game. Field stayed dry enough that it was not impacted, and pitch number 5 to this batter is a bit high and outside, and it brings up a full count. Pitch is low, and that's going to bring home a runner. Simmons walks to first, and that will bring Spano home and put a run on the board for the Eagles. Next at the plate, right fielder number 8, Mason Barnes. The play is made in left field. Jackson Zapati records the out for the Mustangs. 2 away for the Eagles. Bases remain loaded, and next at the plate is DH number 2, Kanan Mobley. Wild pitch scores the run as Sam Rodriguez comes home. The play is made from shortstop Yadriel Matos to first baseman Zach Engelbarger, and that will take us to the middle of the 5th inning. Eagles picking up 3 runs in that inning to make it a 4-0 lead at the end of 4.5. Excuse me, 5. Ladies and gentlemen, we've reached the middle of the 5th inning, and that means it's time for the 5th inning stretch. So stand up, stretch your legs, and join us now for Take Me Out to the Ball Game. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I never Play is made at shortstop by Trey Miller, one away for the Mustangs. That was Alex Mara, the leadoff batter just then. And now on the pitcher's mound for the Eagles is Matthew Layton. Next at the plate for the Mustangs, left fielder number 6, Jackson Zapata. Zapata takes 4 balls and walks to first. Next to the plate for the Mustangs, first baseman number 21, Zach Engelbarger. Engelbarger drops it into the short side of center field, and he's safe at first and advances Zapata to second. Next at the plate for the Mustangs, third baseman number 20, Kale Herrera. Herrera finds a lane between first and second base, gets the grounder into right field and picks up an RBI. Runners at 1 and 2 now, and the Mustangs on the board. Next to the plate for Wekiva, DH number 25, Nate Baker. Baker with a single line drive into center field loads up the bases. Next to the plate for the Mustangs, shortstop number 4, Yadriel Matos. And as a courtesy runner at first base, Isaac Laster. So things starting to turn around here for the Mustangs in the bottom of the 5th inning. They've picked up 3 hits this half inning to give them a total of 4 for the game, and that also puts them on the board. Double play made at first base as the lineout goes directly to Joseph Simmons, and that will immediately take us to the end of the 5th inning. 1 run scored on 4 hits, leaving 3 on base in that half inning, and the score stands 5-1 at the end of 5. And once again, a special welcome to those of you joining us on our YouTube channel, Wekiva Sports. For those of you who are here in the ballpark, we want to let you know that it took us 5 innings to figure it out, but we do have all the video equipment set up now, and now we know how to do it for the next game. So if you have friends and family who are not able to join us in person here at the ballpark, and they would like to follow along live, they can do so with our live stream webcast. On YouTube, the channel is Wekiva Sports, and we are going to webcast as many of our home games this year as we possibly can. We're going to do the same for softball, lacrosse, flag football, and boys volleyball, all of which happen in the spring. So if you are not already subscribed to our YouTube channel, make sure you do that right now. It's Wekiva Sports on YouTube. Pull out your phone and tap that little red subscribe button. We need to get to 1,000 subscribers to become a YouTube partner, and you can help us do that. It is absolutely free. Again, Wekiva Sports on YouTube. And as we enter the top of the 6th inning, Edgewater will begin at the 8th position in the lineup with second baseman number 14, David Chapeldane. Play is made in left field by Jackson Zapata to put 1 away for the Eagles. Next to the plate for Edgewater, shortstop number 1, Trey Miller. Martinez picks up the swinging strike to bring up a 1-2 count. And he draws another swing. Martinez on the swinging strikeout, and that puts 2 away for the Eagles. Next at the plate for Edgewater. They return to the top of the lineup with center fielder number 3, Anthony Whedon. Whedon safe at second base after getting an extra base on the throw. Next at the plate for Edgewater, left fielder number 11, Tyler Spano. And that will take us to the middle of the 6th inning as the play is made at first. In that half inning, the Eagles scored no runs on 1 hit with 1 Mustang error, leaving 1 on base, and the score remains 5-1 at the end of 5.5 innings. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have not checked out WekivaMustangs.com lately, we have a lot of new features for you that you may be missing. First of all, we of course have our schedules as we have always had them. So if you want to mark your calendar for the rest of the Mustang season, not just for baseball, but for all of our spring sports, you can find those schedules there. You can also see that they are linked to our main homepage on the Wekiva High School website as well. You can also subscribe to schedule alerts. As we've already had happen once this season, and it will likely happen again, we do get some wet weather in Florida in the March and April months. And so if you would like to be the first to know if we do have any cancellations or postponements, make sure that you subscribe. You can click the register button in the upper right-hand corner of any page on WekivaMustangs.com. Give us your email address, your cell phone number, or both, your choice, and we will be glad to let you know anytime that a game has been postponed or moved. You can choose which sports you want to know about, and you can change your mind at any time. Again, it's the register button in the upper right corner of WekivaMustangs.com. We also offer a live scoreboard of many of our home games, so even if you are not interested in the full live webcast, or you're not in a position where you can listen and watch to a live webcast, you can still get a digital version of our scoreboard anytime. As a matter of fact, it's a digital version of the most expensive scoreboard that we could have gotten, except we don't have one here in the ballpark, but it is the full inning-by-inning scoreboard. So if you want to see that anywhere you are in the world, just go to WekivaMustangs.com/scoreboard. It'll give you a live feed of whatever scoreboard is in motion at the moment based on who's playing at home. As we enter the bottom of the 6th inning, the Mustangs will start with catcher number 8, Brendan Greenwood. And also of note, we have a new pitcher for the Eagles. This is number 9, Beck Partridge, on the mound now. Greenwood takes a swing, and that one is going deep to center, and that one caught by Anthony Whedon in center field to put one away for the Mustangs. Next to the plate for Wekiva, number 13, Seth Cranmer. Cranmer a sub into the lineup in the 8th position for Isaiah Laster. Play is made in right field by Mason Barnes. 2 away for the Mustangs. Next to the plate for Wekiva, right fielder number 16, Nate Rodriguez. That takes us to the end of the 6th inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and none left on base, and the score remains 5-1 Edgewater at the end of 6. And we're going to see if we can't fix that frozen video. Meanwhile, though, we do have an alternative camera. Unfortunately, I have to watch through the chain link, but we're going to see if we can't get that video from closer to the field unstuck. Rodriguez opens the half inning with a triple. He's safe at third, and then Higgins will advance to first. Next at the plate for the Eagles, first baseman number 23, Joseph Simmons. Simmons with a single line drive to left field that puts runners at 1 and 3 for right fielder number 8, Mason Barnes. Barnes is thrown out at first, but that advances runners to 2 and 3, and next at the plate is DH number 2, Kanan Mobley. Mobley walks to first. Now at the plate, number 4, Ryan Spano. And thanks for your patience while we got that errant cable switched out. We now have bases loaded. Low and outside. Spano wants nothing to do with that. Now well ahead on the count. Pitch number 4 is fouled away behind the plate. It brings up a 2-2 count. It pops up, and that one's going to go out of play. Still 2-2. Another one up. This one's going to be in play. Anybody get there? No. Play is made in left field. Mobley is held up. But the runner at third scores, and that will add to the Eagle total. Next at the plate, shortstop number 1, Trey Miller. Pitch number 3 is just high and outside, brings up a 1-2 count for the Eagles. This one low and outside, 2-2 now. Three balls in a row, and Miller has battled back to a full count. The play is made from Matos Dinkelberger, and that will take us to the end of the middle of the 7th inning. In that half inning, the Eagles will score 2 and leave 2 on to make it a 7-1 ball game headed into the final 3 outs. As we enter the bottom of the 7th inning, on the pitcher's mound for the Eagles, number 23, Joseph Simmons. And now at the plate for the Mustangs, they start in the first position of their lineup with center fielder number 1, Alex Mora. Simmons records a strikeout, 1 away for the Mustangs. Now at the plate for Wekiva, left fielder number 6, Jackson Zapata. Another strikeout recorded for Simmons. 2 away now for the Mustangs. Next to the plate, number 21, the first baseman, Zach Inkelbarger. Inkelbarger with a single grounder into right field. Next to the plate for the Mustangs, third baseman, number 20, Cale Herrera. Play is made at first for the 5-3 ground out, and that will take us to the end of the ball game. In that game, the Eagles scored 8 hits for the Mustangs, 5, 1 error on each side, and the final score 7-1. Ladies and gentlemen, we thank you so much for coming out to support your Mustang and Eagle athletes this afternoon. We hope that you'll subscribe to our YouTube channel, whether you came in person today or whether you watched online. Again, we are at Wekiva Sports on YouTube. Next game for the Mustangs is coming up in just 3 days. It's going to be Friday, March 8th at 4 o'clock, and it will be on the road at East River. Then the Mustangs continue with their road stretch next Tuesday at 4:30 at Olympia. That'll be their first district game of the season. And then your next chance to catch them here at home is going to be a week from Thursday, March 14th, and that will be the second game of the district series against Olympia. Once again, follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube, Wekiva Sports, and bookmark WekivaMustangs.com for all of your scores, schedules, and more. Please drive carefully and arrive home safely. Have a great night.